Hey there, fellow developers. If you've been spending hours wrestling with complex form boilerplate in your projects, listen up. Angular 22 just changed forms forever. For years, we've been dealing with heavy RxJS subscriptions and manual state tracking just to keep our forms in sync. But with this release, Angular is finally introducing native signal-based forms. This isn't just an improvement, it's a total paradigm shift. We're talking about automatic dependency tracking, massive performance gains, and code that is finally readable and maintainable. I've been testing these features all week, and the difference in productivity is incredible. I've put together a complete hands-on deep dive over on my channel, SaaS Flow, where I walk you through the transition from the old way to this new reactive standard. If you want to stay ahead of the curve, you need to see this. Head over to the channel, check out the video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's stop writing boilerplate and start building better apps. Catch you there. Angular 22 just dropped, and honestly, it is the biggest update we have ever seen. First up, they just changed forms forever. Enter. Signal forms. We are finally done with that heavy RxJS boilerplate. Form handling is now native, fully reactive, and super clean. Second, the new built-in ARIA support. Accessibility is getting a massive upgrade, making it absolutely seamless to build inclusive, screen reader friendly apps right out of the box. And finally, performance. Guys, the speed is absolutely insane. With the new zoneless architecture, your applications are going to load and run faster than a rocket. This is a total game changer for our workflow. I'm doing a full code breakdown on the channel, so hit that like button, share this with your team, and subscribe to SaaS Flow. Let's get building. Hey developers, have you taken a moment to look back at how far our framework has come? It's been a wild ride. Think about it. Angular 16 introduced the power of signals, then 17 changed how we write templates with the new control flow. 18 and 19, they completely changed the hydration game, making our apps faster than ever. By Angular 20, signals became stable, and with 21, we got our first taste of experimental signal forms. It was a tease, honestly. But now, we've reached the summit. Angular 22 is finally here, and it brings us stable signal forms. We are no longer just building apps, we are completing a transformation that started years ago. This isn't just another version bump, it's the finish line of a massive architectural shift. If you've been waiting for the right time to dive into the modern Angular ecosystem, this is it. I'm breaking down the full migration path over on my channel, SaaS Flow. Go check it out, hit that like button, and let's start building the future of the web. Catch you in the video. Let's be real for a second. We've all spent way too much time fighting with Angular's traditional reactive forms. Remember the struggle? It was always complex, heavy, and full of boilerplate code that just wouldn't end. But finally, those days are behind us. Enter Signal Forms. This isn't just an update, it's a massive upgrade. Signal forms are simple, they're truly reactive, and best of all, they're fully type safe. It's like a breath of fresh air for our daily workflow. Less time wrestling with framework overhead, and more time building actual features. I've put together a quick breakdown of this evolution and how to make the switch over on my channel, SaaS Flow. If you're tired of the old way and ready for something faster and cleaner, you have to check it out. Let's stop wrestling with boilerplate and start building with ease. Go watch the video, hit that like button, and let's keep building the future of the web. Catch you there. Hey developers, check this out. This is all it takes to handle a login form in Angular 22. This tells us a login form with email and password fields. That is literally it. No more heavy form builder, no more complex RxJS overhead, just clean native signals. It's fully reactive and type safe right out of the box. We finally cut through the boilerplate. If you're ready to clean up your codebase, we talk a lot about performance and clean code, but we often overlook the most important metric. Is our web actually accessible to everyone? Accessibility isn't just a checklist, it's about people, whether it's following WCAG guidelines, ensuring screen readers can interpret our components, or making sure keyboard navigation works flawlessly. These aren't nice to haves. They are essentials. For a long time, managing ARIA labels and roles in complex web apps was a headache, but now With Angular ARIA, accessibility has become a first-class citizen. It's no longer an afterthought, it's built directly into the framework, making it seamless to create inclusive experiences right out of the box. I'm breaking down the best practices for implementing these patterns in your next Angular project over on my channel, SaaS Flow. If you want to make your apps truly universal, head over to the video, check it out, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Let's look into the next one. Catch you there. Let's talk about a pattern we all write way too often, managing async API states. Every single time we fetch data, we end up defining a loading boolean, an error variable, and a data tracker. It's manual, repetitive, and honestly a bit messy. But with Angular's new resource API, that pattern is gone. With resource, you declare your API request and let the framework handle the rest. The request is wrapped in a native signal that automatically exposes your loading, success, and error states out of the box. No more manual RxJS operators or catch error boilerplate just to manage basic UI states. It fits right into the modern Signal ecosystem, keeping your templates fast, responsive, and completely declarative. This is all it takes to handle async data in Angular 22. You can look into the code that is literally it. No more manual catch error, no more is loading booleans, and no more messy subscription boilerplate. You just provide the loader and Angular handles the entire state transition, loading, success, and error automatically. It's clean, it's native, and it's a total game changer for our workflow. I'm breaking down the full migration path over on SaaS Flow. Go check it out and let's keep our code clean. Catch you in the video. The most common question I get these days is, are signals finally killing off RxJS? Let me set the record straight. Absolutely not. In fact, it's the exact opposite. We are entering the signals first era, but it's actually a beautiful hybrid. Think of it like this: signals are now your absolute go to for simple, fine grained UI state. They make your templates reactive, clean, and blazingly fast. But for heavy duty, complex asynchronous event streams, RxJS is still the king. It handles things like debouncing, retrees, and complex sequencing that signals just weren't built for. The secret to modern Angular is knowing where to draw the line. Use signals for your state and UI components, and lean on RxJS for your data pipelines. That right there is the perfect architecture. Let's talk about the one thing every developer cares about: performance. For a long time, people thought Angular was heavy. Well, with Angular 22, that narrative is officially dead. We are looking at a new performance trifecta that is changing everything. First, we have signals. By moving to fine-grained reactivity, we've drastically reduced change detection cycles, less work for the browser, faster UI for the user. Second, the resource API. It's not just about cleaner code, it's about smarter data loading. It handles your request states natively, so you aren't running unnecessary logic in the background. And finally, zoneless architecture. By removing the overhead of Engzone, we are seeing apps that are lighter, faster, and more responsive than ever before. When you put these three together, signals, resource API, and zoneless, you aren't just building apps, you're building high performance engines. I know keeping up with the Angular roadmap can feel like a full time job, but if you want to master Angular 22, you don't need to learn everything at once. You just need the right path. Start with the core, master your signals, get comfortable with computed properties, and understand how effects handle side effects. That's your reactive foundation. Once you've got that, move to the workflow upgrades, signal forms, and the new resource AP is. These are the tools that will slash your boilerplate and simplify your daily code. Finally, level up to the performance frontier. Get deep into modern SSR patterns and the new zoneless architecture. This is where your apps go from good to blazing fast. Angular 22 is truly a milestone update. It's less about just one single shiny feature and more about Angular finally completing its big transition to a true signals first framework. Think about it: signal forms, built in ARIA support, And the new modern resource AP is. These aren't just patches or minor updates, they are fundamental shifts that make Angular development significantly simpler and, frankly, more powerful than ever before. If you've been looking for a sign to dive deep into modern Angular, this is it. The framework has matured, and it's never been a better time to be an Angular developer. If you found this breakdown helpful, do me a huge favor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SaaS Flow. It really helps the channel grow. Keep learning, keep building, and keep scaling. Catch you in the next one.